Yo, what's up? It's John with the Pocket Pullers.
And I'm Jose with the Pocket Pullers.
Hey, this is our first pop. Blooper number one. This is our first episode of our podcast. Today is Motivational Monday, where we do this one time every month, and we just talk about quotes and how to keep on going and keep yourself in the right mindset throughout your life and do whatever you want. All right.
Alright, so we got 6 quotes for you guys today. And the first one we're going to start with is this quote by Henry Ford. And it is, whether you think you can't... Wait, what? Read that shit.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, by Henry Ford. This is saying that if you think that you can do it, and that means you're going to put yourself effort to do it, and you're going to keep on trying to do it until you succeed. Or if you say that you're not, or you can't do it, that means you're not in the right mindset and that you can't do it yourself. You have to keep on, you fail when you try it.
Yeah. Yeah,
You got anything to add on there?
Nah, that's pretty much, you covered it pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next quote is by Steve Jobs. And it is, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. That basically means that you speak.
Alright, so that means...
It's like...
Okay, so... You only have a little time on a piece of... Okay, so the world is this long, and you're only a tiny little piece of this world. So make it worth it instead of trying to pretend you're somebody you're not. Stop putting on fake smiles and put on fake personas. Stop acting like you a rich person when you're poor, and stop just act like who you want to be. No, don't act like who you want to be.
Be who you are. Live your life to the fullest. Don't worry about nobody else but yourself. And
if you copy other people, you're more likely to be a failure than if you are yourself and you present yourself as you.
Be different, be unique, and stand out and be that person to change the world in a good way, you know? Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna take a little intermission from quotes. Alright, so obviously you guys can see we didn't think this through. We were supposed to do it live, but it wouldn't let us do it live for some reason. We should have done a test or something.
Yeah.
But it's all good because we're here now, and we're gonna do as much as we can on this channel to try to make people's days and help out other people. You know?
This channel is more for entertainment to help people get through this horrible time, through Corona and the police brutality and stuff that's going on, and try to uplift people from that stuff.
Yeah. We want to distract people from the real world, honestly, but if you guys are enjoying the podcast so far, but if you guys are enjoying, please just drop a subscription or drop a like and
comment. Don't forget to comment.
Yeah, drop a comment. Next podcast, we'll shout a couple of y'all out.
Yeah, for real. All right. Move on.
We'll do the one that Mr. Farr gave us.
All
right. So we asked one of our teachers to give us one of the quotes that he lives by personally, and he gave me this quote. He said, "Success is not final. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." He got that from Winston Churchill. What do you think about that? Oh.
To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts, by Winston Churchill.
I think what that means is, no matter what happens, there's still, there's no real final outcome, because you can still push yourself and do whatever to keep going. So, I don't know, in any circumstance, if something happens, that's not the final result. You can keep going, and the courage brings you to overcome that and stay positive and just keep going.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that quote, and then it made me remember something. I might have heard this quote somewhere else, or I might be making it up. I don't know. with every success comes with thousands of failures. So you're never going to get it right the first time. Most successes are accidents. It happens while you're trying to do something completely different. There's a lot of people out there that try to succeed but try too hard, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then there's the people that don't have for greatness and who don't try their hardest to get what they want in life. If you want something and you know you can realistically achieve it, then go after what you want, whether it's being an astronaut when you're older or be a janitor when you're older.
Yeah.
You can, no matter how high your expectation is, you can try your hardest to get there, because as high as you can go, you're still going to land somewhere in the middle, most likely, like most of the working Americans in this country.
Very true. Very true. So since you can edit this, don't ever put Americans again in here.
Oh, yeah, shit, I forgot that this goes worldwide.
Exactly, because you know how many offenses are going to take to that?
They can fuck off.
Come on. England, dude.
Which one? You want to do this one?
Alright. We got 3 left, and this one is by Frank Sinatra. The best revenge is a massive success.
That also goes along with what we were just talking about, saying that there's thousands of failures with success, but people always try to put you down. They don't look out for your well-being throughout your life, most likely, and they don't want to see you succeed. But if you want to succeed hard, and you want to try as hard as you can to succeed, and if you don't make your goal, then just keep on trying harder and harder every day, no matter what people are telling you. Some people are going to be like, you'll never make it, you'll never be anything when you grow up, you can never do anything that you want, you'll always be a loser and you'll always be a failure. But don't listen to them, block that out, and do whatever you need to become a success.
Yeah, along with that, basically what I think this is saying is like, another part is, if something happens and something, like someone does something to you, like if someone says you were saying something or making a rumor about someone and it didn't happen, like, don't try to get revenge on that person. Don't make up a lie. Don't anything. Just wait, because it's gonna like come around and get them in the end. And then if you just like be yourself and keep going and say forget them, I don't need them, then eventually it's gonna be, you know, a massive success in your favor. So.
Okay, guys, now we're going to take another intermission from quotes and talk about police brutality and the whole system.
Personally, police brutality, first of all, I do think there is good cops out there, and I do think there is bad cops who like to abuse their power and abuse the system. I don't think that's okay, because I know I'm black myself, so like, you know, it's crazy, like the stuff that happens that in the world, and just like the stuff. First of all, I just like to say what happened to George Floyd is uncalled for. Should have never happened. Absolutely ridiculous, and I'm sorry. I feel sorry for it. But the stuff that's happening with the officers that were convicted is ridiculous. Those guys should, some of them...
Honestly, the guy that had his knee on his neck should have been convicted, but the other guys that were bystanding, I don't think they should have been arrested for that. They should have lost their jobs 100%.
But they were technically involved in the murder, because I don't really remember what it is, but there's a crime
Alibi.
that if you witness a murder and don't say anything, and people, like, the authorities find out you knew about it, you can get in trouble for it. And that's kind of what happened, because there's 2 rookie cops, and then there's the other cop. But if you even if the guy's a higher power, you still could have done something to get him to like, yo, that's not cool. Even the 2 rookie cops said something. Saying something isn't going to do anything when you could have done something more, and they didn't.
Actions speak louder than words.
Exactly.
Well, with all the protests going on, I hate to say it, but it's not peaceful. They're saying it's peaceful. There is some peaceful ones,
Yes.
but most of them are just chaos. And there's Black Lives Matter, right? There's black cops that are getting assaulted and beat the shit out of because they are doing their job.
Yeah. So, okay, I agree with protesting, 100%. Because what's gonna
peaceful
happen-
protesting.
Peaceful protesting. But you don't necessarily have to go in public and do it. You could stay at home and just protest that way. And
You can use social media. Social media is very powerful now.
Exactly. And then you can, make a change. But just, going out there and looting is ridiculous. That is absolutely not a part of...
You guys say that you want equality, which everybody should be equal. You guys, it's not like you guys, it's like everybody says they want power over another race or gender.
But we're all equal. We're all human.
We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all do stuff we're not supposed to. But looting, you guys, not you guys. The rioters have destroyed black-owned businesses.
Yeah, exactly. Do they not realize that they're like destroying stuff that belongs to them? And it's like, nah, that's not how you... Looting is ridiculous. It's a crime, and every one of them should be punished or penalized because that's not what it's about. Like, at a certain point, it was for George Floyd. And then after that, people just go from place and bounce from one state to another, causing these riots and, taking that stuff that they steal and turning it into, profit, which is not okay. That should not at all happen. They should just be, protesting against police brutality and racism and... Yeah.
Also, with peaceful protests, you see cops trying to control it. They're there for your safety, and they're there for the protesters' safety, and they're getting abused, and they're just doing their job, and then they're saying defund the police. You can't defund the police. The country would go into chaos if you defund the police. The police there's more good police than bad police. More police haven't killed people than police that did kill people.
Just because there's a few corrupt cops, I mean there's more than a few, but I don't understand why you want to defund the police when at the end of the day some of them are doing the wrong thing. But that's how you get protected. Like, if something happens and someone just robbed your house and you defund the cops, then what if they don't have enough gas money to get there, It's like, you can't do that. But, so...
And that's the thing. Another thing, militarized police, they are essential.
MP, yes they are.
You need to have them because there's the people that are going up behind cops and shooting them in the head.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They shouldn't... There's no way that any of that should be happening.
I was watching a video the other day. It was this white woman defending her store, which she should be allowed to.
Yeah.
Rioters come up to her with a wooden board and beat the shit out of her.
2x4 and rock. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That should have never. I felt bad because just like my grandparents are white, and to see them like the one guy that got pushed over by the cops and now he's got brain injury.
That guy was white.
Exactly, and those.
It's not just on white people or black people.
Yeah, and the cops pushed this man over, and it's ridiculous to have family members that are like that, and now you gotta fear for their life over this junk because it should never be happening, and
there's a lot more you can do than rioting and burning down Wendy's. You can't.
Exactly.
Why would you burn down a Wendy's when the only thing that happened was a police rightfully shot? In my opinion, rightfully. Most people are saying no. The guy grabbed the cop's taser and started running and deployed the taser towards the police officer.
All right, that's
if the cop got tased. No, yeah, the black guy got shot.
Okay, well, in that case,
he got shot 3 times. All right. Okay, so what happened is they went to stop because the guy was sleeping in his car. He fell asleep in the drive-thru in Wendy's. So the cops pulled him over and they were doing like sobriety tests. This guy jerks away when they go to arrest him, and then they grab him again. He fights the cop, beating them up and stuff. Grabs his taser, starts running and points it at him and deploys it. But the thing is, if the cop got hit with a taser and went down, the guy could have grabbed his lethal weapon
and use it against him.
and use it against him. Exactly. That's why that police officer used lethal force.
Yeah,
That's
that's
essential.
Okay, now that I'm not necessarily saying he should have killed him, but he could have.
No, he didn't mean to kill him. He was going for not. He was going as trying not to aim at his heart or lungs.
I try to, a joint or something, disable him. But I just want to say that everyone, along with this, let's talk about the rebel flag. First of all, the rebel flag is a part of American history.
It's not racist.
It's not racist.
Another thing about history and flags, people been defacing memorials. What are our soldiers even fighting for at this point?
Exactly, but here's the thing. People are trying to change history. You can't change the past. Get that over. You can, make history and change history for the future in a good way and make an impact. But you can't change the past.
If it wasn't for the police, rioters and protesters would have taken down the Abraham Memorial. And if you guys didn't know, he's the one that abolished slavery.
Exactly.
And he started the whole war from the Union to take down the South.
The South.
And
that's
free
what
slaves.
the flag represents. That's the only the North versus the South.
Yeah,
and
slavery. It doesn't mean racism. It
Exactly.
doesn't mean slavery. It means
because the slaves, for a fact, were bouncing back because at that time they had a little more freedom, so they were bouncing from the North to the South as far as they could, escaping and stuff. So it's not necessarily racism or stuff like that.
It's just the flag.
It's just the flag of the South. It's representing the South. So, there's people saying that, it is racism. You have your personal opinion, and I respect that. But do your research in history before you just start making problems like this.
If you guys want to learn more about police brutality and police doing the wrong thing or the right thing, watching either way, getting both points of view, there's a guy on YouTube. His name's Donut Operator. He's really good at doing the stuff. He's a veteran cop or he's a retired cop. So he's a really good guy to go watch and to see that stuff.
And you guys might not agree with the stuff that we are saying, but the stuff that we're saying is, more of, it's truthfully based and it's more fact-based stuff that is like what it actually is instead of more of an opinion based. Yes, it is my opinion and his opinion, but it's more of like stuff that is factual and stuff that is, actual stuff. So instead of just like coming out of nowhere and just saying it, stuff like that.
Depending how well this podcast does, we're going to maybe make another video like next week or this week.
Yeah, dude, just to keep people updated and stuff, just just to keep everything flowing. But as far as that, should we move on?
Well, yeah.
All right.
But I would like to say that the same thing happened to the thing that happened to George Floyd was wrong, right? But the same thing happened to a white man, and there wasn't protests. There.
Yeah. See.
Riots.
No.
Multiple years ago.
I'm not gonna speak on that.
Oopsies.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm not, because colored people are oppressed. I agree with that.
I get that too, and I know that people are saying all lives matter. Yes, don't get me wrong.
But they're
a human life.
White people aren't being oppressed. Hispanics are a little bit oppressed.
Yeah, but like every human life matters. No matter if something happened and anything. No matter what you are, how you are, gay, white, black, Asian, no matter what, you are a human, and that's fine. But right now, Black Lives Matter, it is a big thing because police brutality and racism is still here from way back when. And also, another thing is, what happened to Ahmaud Arbery is ridiculous too. That should have never happened. And yes, I know that it did happen in the South, and that's a part that people get from, the flag. But that's not all the South, it's some people still believe that, which is not okay at all. And what happened is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm so sorry for his family. But that, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. We'll go on to the next quote.
All right.
We'll do the long one. I'll read it.
All right.
Permanence perseverance, and persistence, in spite of all obstacles, is encouragements and impossibilities. It is this that is in all things that distinguishes the strong soul from the weak. Thomas Carlyle.
I think you can go ahead and swing on that one.
Okay.
Let me see. What?
I can't even read my hand.
I know.
Okay, so that quote's saying, try your best, keep on trying, keep on pushing through everything that tries to stop you. You might have a death in your family. You might have riots and stuff in your town that it makes it harder for you mentally and physically to do your job and what you want to do. But if you keep on trying and you keep on pushing through, you can make it. You just have to keep your mind set on this goal. You can't make too many goals, but you can't make too little goals.
It's like Sean was saying about failures. Like, every time you try to succeed something, you're always going to fail. But when you have a set in stone goal, no matter what, there's always going to be obstacles and things that are going to, knock you down. Just keep going. If you want it, and I mean if you want it, you're going to do everything you can to get it. Everything, permanence, perseverance, and persistence is almost key into doing what you want and succeeding.
Okay, that was a great explanation. I actually like that explanation. All right, so before we go on to the last quote of the day, I have a question. Would you guys like to see a series, Gaming with the Poolers?
Gaming with the Poolers.
We'll play like Madden, Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, or whatever games you guys want us to play.
And we'll pick a couple
people to play with us.
Yes, sir. All right. The very last quote of the day is by Henry James. Do not mind anything that anyone tells you about anyone else. Judge everyone and everything for yourself. You want to go or I go on that one?
You can go first. And
All right, so this one's basically saying people are going to have other opinions on people, and people are going to tell you their opinions on those other people. But don't do that. I mean, don't listen to them. Do what you think is right, or have your opinions on people from stuff that you know about those people, or stuff that you've seen, heard, whatever, feel about those people, and keep that to yourself, though. Don't express it to other people, because that's just going to cause problems. Just try to keep everything peaceful, and, if something happens and someone needs to be warned about someone, then maybe you can give them, a little insight, but not too much. But you want to keep everything to yourself, and don't, go off at other people's judgments on other people. Do what you think is right and how you feel about people, and keep that to yourself, and don't just go spreading it around because you think it's cute or fun or whatever. That's just not alright.
Yeah, that also goes along with rumors and stuff. If one person says that this person is sleeping around or something, it could spread across the school or workplace very fast.
Yeah,
and everybody would believe what that one person says, no matter how innocent the person that is getting accused is.
One thing is another thing is you could be telling the damn truth. Okay, 100% be telling the truth, but because
it's not your room to say anything.
Exactly, but you could be saying the truth, and that rumor's against you, but because there's so many more people on that side of the rumor, or what happened, which is a lie, then things could happen to you could get in trouble, you could get fired, you could go to jail, you could anything against you because people are gonna believe that side of the story, not yours. So just don't start rumors. It's a horrible thing to do because you can ruin someone's life off of stuff, and it's not alright.
All right, next segment: tips and tricks to stay motivated and inspired.
All right, you go on that one.
All right, so I recently just got out of a relationship. It's pretty sucky, but it's all good. But I've been staying motivated, and I've been bringing myself up, and I've been working on myself personally. I've been working out a lot, which I also know Jose has a lot too. We've been working on our minds and bodies, which is
idiot. We're cutting that out.
What?
That working out part.
Why?
You don't want people to know what the fuck we're doing.
Why?
Because that's bad.
Why?
Because if people know we're working out,
it's to help other people. Yes, not in our
school.
Don't
say us though.
Oh, okay. So
I got it. So a couple tips and tricks that you can use is one of them is grind. You know, you just spent who knows how long. It could have been a day, 24 hours. Could have been 24 years in a relationship. So it's gonna take a long time to get back to where you were. But grind every single day.
It doesn't have to just be on working out. It could also
could
be
anything.
video games
Work,
or
going to work and grinding and showing your boss, hey, what's up? It's time to move. And just grind, work hard every single day.
Work hard towards what you want the most in life.
Exactly. And just keep yourself in good vibes. Keep yourself surrounded by people and family that you love and that love you, and good vibes. Stay positive and keep going, and everything should go well. Just make sure that no negative vibes. Don't just focus on yourself and prove to people who you really are and what you really can do, and just show people wrong.
Yeah. Another thing is, for tips and tricks, if you drink a lot of water and eat healthy, it really helps your mentality.
Oh yeah, definitely. Staying healthy, drinking a lot of water. Yeah. Keep a gallon with me every single day, baby.
I just drink bottled water. We're at my house. So.
But eat healthy. Just to stay hydrated and keep flowing, and just move, and you should be all right. I mean, that's what I did. That's what Sean's doing, and it's working. So there you go.
Yeah, we're trying the hardest to become something of ourselves.
Yeah,
we're trying to push for our dreams right now.
Exactly, and we're gonna help you guys do it too, because help other people. But yeah. So is that it?
No, we got more. Bro.
We got more.
We had to stall until my guest gets up.
Why don't we cut this?
Oh yeah, we can cut it and then just
edit it.
Okay. Hey, guys, we'll see you guys when our guest speaker turns up.